make sure to follow the Instagram, the TikTok, and just continue to support. The NBA mock draft happened yesterday with the Dallas Mavericks winning a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. They win the Cooper Flagg sweepstakes. Let's do a full mock 1 through 14. Starting it off with Dallas. I think we all pretty much had Cooper Flagg getting selected. They were actually interviewing him yesterday, like saying, you're going to Dallas, like, which I thought was weird. But yeah, Cooper Flagg to Dallas. Yeah, so what's the thoughts on that with this team that they have?
Yeah, I mean, Flagg is one of the most complete prospects you've seen in a really long time, bro. He's only 18, he's young, and on the Dallas who have Kyrie and AD, so there's no rush to be a big scorer, to be that guy. Yeah, he can develop with Kyrie and AD, put on game, and in 2 to 3 years he can develop to that prospect that we know he can. So that's a really good spot for Cooper Flagg. He'd be, that's better than going to like Utah or the Wizards or something, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And the thing is, though, he can just play a simple role. Like he doesn't have to have all that pressure on him on a rookie season, like carrying a bad team. He has vets. He has Kyrie, Clay, AD, and then Derek Lively in the post with him too. I mean, this is a great spot for him to be a successful star now and a win now team. Pretty much, not many great athletes like this, number one prospects, get with a team. Like we've seen, LeBron has to carry Cleveland at a young age. Giannis had to make the Bucks a franchise. Luka had to do the same thing. Like these young athletes had to build their team. Cooper's going to have a team. That is the crazy part. A number one prospect with a team is just insane. So I can't wait. I hope the Mavs don't trade this pick or anything. We just draft Cooper. That's my.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, bro, script couldn't have been written better. Like lose Luka, the city, you know what I mean, is in shambles. It's really a tough situation, and then to get Cooper Flagg, he and this is the craziest part, and this is the crazy perspective. I feel like when you really look at it, it's like, he very much wanted to stay. I feel like honestly, he wanted to stay another year at Duke because, like we were talking about, you don't want to go play in Utah, you don't want to go play for the Wizards. So it's like this is also, I feel like, a really good option for him. And speaking on the development part, you got guys like PJ, Zeke Marshall, I believe. You got forwards in Najee Marshall. And this is a team that went to the NBA Finals 2 years ago. So, like you said, the expectation and the pressure, it's still there, but you have a much better chance to develop to be your best. Pretty much like Chris said. So I think Cooper Flagg to Dallas is a home run pick. But let's keep it in Texas and move to the San Antonio Spurs, who got the second pick. Keep in mind they had Fox. They just they traded for Fox. And obviously they have Wembanyama. What are we thinking?
I mean, this is interesting because you still got Castle, you got Fox, Devin Vassell. He has a 5-year contract too.
Game at 48. He had a good.
If anything, I want to say go wing. You go Ace Bailey. I feel I think Ace Bailey is the perfect pick right here. I mean, he's a wing, 6'10". I mean, he could easily have been a number one overall pick, but we have Cooper Flagg, a generational talent player. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think this is the best move for the Spurs.
I will say this, Brennan. Like, I will say Ace Bailey is 100% the second best player in this draft. I think Cooper Flagg's 1, Ace Bailey's 1B. Like Ace Bailey's that good, and his ceiling is crazy. Yeah. I just feel like the fit in San Antonio really isn't there. I think they actually no. Excuse me. They have to go wing. I don't know why I forgot Stephon Castle Rookie of the Year. So you have him and Fox in the backcourt. Yeah, you got to go wing here. Ace Bailey had 2. My fault, y'all. I had to think about the depth. Yeah. I'm with what you're saying, Brendan.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't think they go point guard at all. So
yeah.
So if you're Philly, right, with the third pick, Flagg is gone.
Interesting.
Do you take Dylan Harper? Because you already have Maxey and McCain.
You can. I know you have your 2 front court.
Yeah. Nah, so do you feel like you can't?
I mean, I don't even know, bro. I mean, 6'10" wingspan. So I mean, it's not crazy to play him out the 3, or even
it's not. No.
Even move McCain to the 3. Either way, you can run some small ball for, and then that court you'll have maybe Paul George to keep him or trade him. We'll see. But in B2, you have flexibility here. I'm not even sure.
I don't know, bro.
It's a weird spot. It's because they heavily need forward. They need wing. They need forward, and the top 2 forwards are gonna be gone. More than likely, the top 2 picks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is just.
I think this is a situation
spot.
maybe where Philadelphia trades down because you don't want to take another guard, bro. McCain, just like San Antonio, McCain and Maxey are your backcourt, your future. Just like San Antonio with Castle and Fox. You don't want to take a guard just because you're at 3. You can always trade down. I've been seeing a lot of projections and a lot of like potential starting lineups with them moving Paul George to the 4 and then drafting a wing. But they have Justin Edwards from Kentucky who's played, he's played a good amount at the end of the season. So I think they have to pretty much draft like maybe power forward here. And I think you trade back to like 6 or 7.
Try to get you can get Conky Nibble at like 5 or 6, and then that'd be good value.
Yeah, it's no pressure to take another guard.
Yeah. And what do you think they need to draft, if anything? Like what? Another post? Another wing?
I think they need a forward, bro. I think they need like a Carter Bryant type.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, look at their team. They don't really got. If they do take a point, they don't have a 6-man. They don't have a bench. That's the thing about looking on their team, because you don't
a 6-man in the top 3. That's the problem.
I mean, that's
you could sign a 6-man though. I don't really know what they do with the Paul George. I don't really know what
Paul George. So I say that. Heavily depending on Paul George.
You can draft a bucket getter. You can sign a bucket getter. Off the bench if you get some guys like Bones Highland, you can sign just to play 6-man. Yeah, I think they got to draft wing or forward here.
And they do got enough cap room too. They got 170 mil in cap space, so I think they'll be fine.
They really need to draft a backup center, and if they're picking in the 2nd round, like a Johnny Broom, because the way Embiid does with how he plays, or if he plays or not, they need another center to at least be developing if he's not a starter.
Okay, and who do we think trades with them? If you say who trades,
I'll take 3.
Pick? Who moves up to 3? If you're a team and trying to get a point guard like this,
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe Utah.
You think
maybe
Utah?
Washington.
I can see.
Let's say Milwaukee is shopping Giannis, and they wanted a 3rd pick. What would the package be for Giannis? What would you give Philly?
Bro, Giannis for the 3rd pick. I don't know, to be honest. What you think, Brennan?
Giannis for the 3rd pick is kind of crazy. It has to be 1-2.
Yeah, obviously, it'd be more stuff, but like you'd be like the 3rd pick, next year's first after that, and then probably like Maxey or one.
Probably 3 or 4 first rounders, to be honest.
And I would
but we thinking too far ahead. This is just the 3rd pick. Let's go to the Charlotte Hornets. I feel like that's very disappointing. They landed the 4th pick. Chris, who do you think they take here?
I think if Dylan Harper's available, you gotta take Dylan Harper. If not, then I think either BJ Edgecombe or Trey Johnson. Either way, you're in a good spot here. You can get a solid 2 between LaMelo and Brandon Miller to help solidify the offense and create space on the floor. So I feel they're in a really good spot to pick 4.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, they do need another 2 spot, if anything. I mean, VJ wouldn't be bad. I mean, he's not a true point guard or anything. He can just drive in the middle for them. As a Baylor fan too, seeing him play, I think he's perfect in a 2 role, then on a 1 role if you take him. I mean, I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased. I'm with y'all in the sense of like you draft a 2 guard here. You have Miller and you have LaMelo, obviously. Mark Williams in the paint. You obviously need to draft a shooting guard here. I'd say Trey Johnson from Texas. I go to SEC school, so I watched him lead the conference, best conference in America, in points per game the whole year, basically.
Definitely.
I think you go Trey Johnson here. I think VJ is a little bit underdeveloped. Like he's a little bit more of a raw prospect.
He's very raw, very raw.
But that's not to say he can't be nice. I feel like in 2 years, maybe his rookie season, he's really good. But I think you go Trey Johnson here. I think he's been NBA ready.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So let's go to Utah at pick 5.
Pick 5.
Man, they're a really good spot. They can take whoever, like best player available.
I'm trying to think of their roster.
They got Larry. They have Larry still. John Collins is a free agent.
They got
They got
Jordan Clarkson too.
No, what's the guard that Gray Bear? I think he played at Baylor.
Oh, who are you talking about? Oh, Keaton George? I know you're talking about.
George.
Yeah. Yes, he's still here. He's their point guard for them. I mean, because you have Colin Sexton off the bench,
they drafted Collier from USC too.
Yeah.
So they're pretty stacked at guard.
And also in the post, I mean, I don't know if they'll sign Walker Kessler. Maybe they do because they just gave Larry Markin that giant contract.
Yeah.
I maybe go wing. You do maybe get a 3 because you still. Well, the thing is though, they got Taylor Hendricks also, but like he's a free agent this offseason too, though.
They could get Con from Duke.
You say Con? I think. Oh, that does. Con gives me vibes. Not gonna lie, of AK-47 a little bit. I kind of see the represents of AK-47 because how he can shoot, just drive in the middle, and just pop up anywhere on the court. I think
they may have to go. What did you say, Brendan?
I think Con is not a bad pick. I think it's not a bad pick. You get a true shooter right there.
I think they had to go best available here, bro. I keep having the audio on, but yeah, I feel like their team is it's in such a weird. I mean, I don't know if they bring Colin Sexton back. I don't know his contract details. Yeah. Obviously, want to keep developing Collier. George, I feel like could be a starting point guard in the league. It looks like their weakest position is wing, but it's like I think they have too many guards. To be honest, I think they have to draft wing post.
Yeah,
I'm with that, Brendan. I agree with what you're saying.
Conklin would be a good pick at 5. That's good, right?
I think so too. And he had a great year in the March. All right.
Who you think they take?
The Wizards.
Who you think Utah takes?
Conklin Nipple. You need a wings. I thought that's straightforward.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with y'all. Y'all want to let's do Wizards at pick 6.
Yeah.
Wizards. All right. The Wizards, it's just you have Jordan Poole, Chris Middleton. I don't know if he's under contract. You still got Marcus Smart from a trade, I think. And you got Alex Zar, you drafted from last season as your center. Their biggest need is point guard, I think. I think Jordan Poole is good, but you need him too with it. You need to pair him with someone else.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you could go. I don't know. It's a very interesting spot. If Trey Johnson's there, I'll take Trey Johnson or maybe Queen. Maybe.
Derek Queen could go to Wizards.
He could because they do need another post, if anything. Because Alex Zar is the only center for them. Because
I think he plays the 4.
Does he play the 4?
Yeah, he plays the 4.
Derek plays the 4. If you draft in the post, it has to be like a certified bid, like the center from Duke.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
If you have,
what are you saying, Chris?
Yeah, I'm saying like if you have to pick a center, bro, it has to be the guy from Duke. Because I feel like Derek Queen is not like your rebounder. You know what I'm saying? Like like a Rudy Gobert type of center, like a Miles Turner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
This may be the part the space where you see one of these guards you were talking about earlier get selected. You like Richardson, Fears.
Oh,
this could be a while. I think they need to take a guard. They may need to take a guard. Because you have Alex on the post. Oh, they have Bub Carrington. Yeah, I really don't know. To be honest, I don't really think about their roster.
Yeah, you have AJ Johnson from a trade from the.
He's very raw though. Like he's tough. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he needs at least 2 more years of solid development. But I see it though. I definitely see it though. He's bucket getter right there. I know.
I think you do take a point guard here. I think you do take one. I think you get more depth at the point guard position. Put that pressure on Jordan Poole if he can elevate his game more. Anything. I think you do take a point guard.
Yeah, because they probably don't bring Marcus Smart back realistically. Yeah, I don't think guard is crazy. No, AJ Johnson is definitely nice though. Let's go to pick 7, New Orleans. This is I feel like New Orleans has a very crucial offseason ahead. They're kind of like the Bulls of the West, bro, with that like playing tournament every year stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think who they need to draft.
You need a guard here, so I'm actually.
Murray's been hurt.
Say what? Oh yeah,
Murray's been hurt, so I think guard.
So you need guard. So you can go Jeremiah Fears. You can even try to get Casper's. I say his last name. I forgot, but I think the kid from Illinois.
He's pretty good too.
That can spread the ball around and take some off of DeJounte Murray because he's off injury. And if it keeps on, then they can still build around him. So either way, I feel like point guard is the movie.
Yeah. I agree with you, Chris. I think they take Fears right here. I think Fears is the perfect pick right
bro,
there.
I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm really banking on Fears to be nice, bro. Like I watched a lot of Oklahoma basketball this year, especially SEC basketball. He's a bucket getter, bro, and he didn't work with a lot. I'll say that much. I think if you could get VJ here instead of Fears, I'd draft VJ though. I feel like VJ, a high flyer, a guy who can dunk. Him and Zion, if they choose to keep Zion this offseason, that would be kind of crazy in New Orleans.
It would.
So I think you just try to get the guard at 7 with the most upside. So whether that's Fears to you, Richardson, or Edgecombe, or Johnson if he's there potentially, I think they need to draft a good guard though. But honestly, they need to just blow it up. To be honest, I think they.
You're not wrong.
At this point, what are they gonna do for them? Because a lot of you not gonna reliable.
They got CJ. Like it's a lot going on that team. I'm not gonna lie, but
just keep trying to hoop. So you make the playoffs or you get the first overall pick.
Yeah,
in the lottery, it's not reliable. I'd be sick of as a Jazz fan, bro. But
oh man, I'd be. Yeah, I'd be pretty mad if I was a Jazz fan.
You never got the first pick in your career. I saw a thing is because they still have that debt for Karl Malone.
Are you serious?
You
be theorizing, bro. Is this real?
No, I'll say, hey, I ain't gonna lie for NBA, bro. Some of the theories aren't even that crazy.
He said
they're not even that crazy.
Bro, you said the Jazz can't get the first pick.
I'm defending that take, bro. I would not put it past.
I just realized
Adam Silver, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Karl Malone, bro. They still got to pay that tax.
I would not put it past them, bro. The Lakers King series, bro. 2001 Lakers King series, bro. The 85.
Oh man, that is the craziest.
Man,
we all really turn on the tape and watch that game, bro. Like,
bro, should have been Kings of 6, bro.
The Kings ain't recovered since, bro. They didn't even know what to do with DeMarcus Cousins because that series messed the franchise up so bad. Them same people in ownership, and it's just that was crazy. So y'all, we rock with Scott Foster, right?
You said what?
I said we rock with Scott Foster, right? Y'all know the rep that be beefing with.
Yeah.
So we gonna rapid fire now. With the Nets picking at 8, we kind of crunch time in here. Real quick. We'll just go back and forth rapid. Who you think they take here, Chris?
Derek Queen is available. That's especially easy pick. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You get a good power forward to get some buckets, and even with Ken Thomas too, that would be a good duo up front.
Okay. With the Raptors at number 9, I think they go Will Riley here or Knuppel if he's there. They got Jacoby Walter, a guy from back home, Dallas native.
Right.
I think they need to let him develop. He should have got some more PT, in my opinion. You go draft the wing here. Who do you have the Nets taking at 10, Brendan?
10. I think that at 10. They had the 10th pick.
Yeah, they had an 8th pick and a 10th.
Houston, right?
No, I thought it's Houston.
Oh, my fault. You're right.
10. Yeah, Houston. I think Houston will trade this pick if anything, but I think they need to get a center. They need to draft the center from Duke, Cam.
You need a center?
I think so. They need more help. Sengu can't do it by himself. They only got Sengu.
I mean, not by himself, but I feel like if they had a better guard like Jason Richardson, they'd be a whole different conversation. They probably still be playing.
If anything, I think they trade this pick though.
You said what?
I think they take a center though. They need help. I mean, Sengu.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy. They waiting on what's the guy's name? He was a top 3 pick from Auburn a few years to develop. Like they really don't have a forward. They have Tari Easton.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what he's saying, but they also kind of need a guard too because I think Van Vliet, he has experience. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but I don't know. So we'll come back to that one. One. Let's just keep going with the Blazers at 11. I think they definitely. I really don't know because they could definitely take a guard. You know, you have Simons, you have Sharp. This is one of the ones I feel like you roll the dice here. Try to get an Ace or Noel if he's there, but I wouldn't be mad if they took another guard to develop. Moving to 12. Chris, who do you think your Bulls take?
Man, we definitely need a forward. I think Giddey and Kobe White is a good backcourt, and then Vucevic. We could use a center. We could use like a reliable defensive center because I feel like he's a liability in the paint. Vucevic. So if we took center from Duke, Common, then I'll be cool with that. If he's on the board, if not, then taking Noah Esseguet from France, that'd be smooth too.
Okay,
you know get a little nice piece at the 4, high upside.
I mess with it. Brendan, who do you have the Hawks taking at 13?
The Hawks at 13. This is a pick right here. Their biggest concern, I think, it's probably center for them. I think they'll take best available center, if anything. I think best available center for them.
That's valid.
I think
ending it off with the Spurs picking last in the lottery. With them already pretty much cashing out, having a second pick, I think they just go best available here. This is a depth player, guy you can not only develop, but somebody who can just come off the bench and give you a bucket. I'm telling y'all right now, Will Riley from Illinois is gonna be a guy if he gets drafted to the right team, under the right coach. So I wouldn't be mad if they took him or Carter Bryant or Boogie Flang. Any one of those guys who can just come in and give a bucket. I think San Antonio drafts for depth here. That's where we're gonna end it off at. Just to let y'all know, we did no homework. We did no sitting down. This was just us pretty much chopping it up and thinking about it. So that's why I was a little bit more raw and uncut. But as always, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna continue to give full depth NBA mocks and videos on who we think these teams to pick. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna end it there. As always, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.